A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Hey, everybody. Thank you for listening to another edition of For Light and Dice. We kick off this middle part of our epilogue session with Wynn successfully landing on Naboo, which is, as he will point out, a feat only he has done consistently compared to the rest of the crew. No shade intended. Yeah, you safely land the Squonk onto the landing pad. Uh, as soon as you drop the ramp, the medical droids will hover in and look for Lysander.
When leans back and puts their hands behind their heads and says, "Well, throughout this whole adventure so far, at least I've managed to land the ship basically every time. That thing on now Hutta, when looks down at the Squawk computer, that thing on now Hutta doesn't count."
Yes, it does!
Yeah, so Lysander, a group of medical droids float in, and they are immediately scanning you. A few of them are examining your wounds without even touching you, but they don't even ask you if it's okay if they start checking you. They just start doing it.
That kind of irks Lysander. That they just burst into the room and start doing that because it's just like, whoa, what is happening?
One of the medical droids simply says, "We have orders from Ambassador Pola to heal you."
He's like, I mean, yeah, I guess I said I'd see a medic.
We
But,
are
like,
the medic.
Yeah, I have figured that out. Would have liked at least a little heads up before you started doing this, but okay.
We were told this is a emergency.
I guess, and he is letting this happen. But yeah, he is irked.
One of them folds out a floating table that's body length, and another droid advises you to lay on top of it, and they will take you to a medical facility.
I can walk, but okay.
It could exacerbate your wounds.
Got stabbed in the upper body, not my legs, but okay. And he sits on the cot.
Based on our knowledge of medicine, the human body is fragile.
I could say the same about a droid.
Okay. Yeah, so they will take you into the Thebes hospital. Mainly automated, run by a lot of droids. But when you get put into a hospital room to be checked on further, there are also human nurses and doctors there that will basically just check on you and make sure you're going to be okay. Do you try to do anything while you're kind of sitting by yourself in the hospital room?
I'd like to think Lysander tries to reach out in the Force, like, even though he knows one end is gone, but it's just like, is there any, like, piece of one end even left? Even though he knows that would be hard to figure that out.
Can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Yes, I can. With my new dice, okay. Frick, what was my modifier? It's been a bit. 15.
You hear that voice again, your voice, telling you it's all your fault. And as you briefly get a chance to kind of look out the window, you can see the spaceport nearby, and one of the largest ships you've ever seen starts to take off and head up into the sky. Um, uh, you hear that voice again. It's all your fault. But then there is a different voice, one you do not recognize. And for a brief moment, you see a strange creature, a corpsman, maybe? They have a long neck of some sort. And then your vision fades.
Lysander's wondering who that is because he's never seen anyone from that
No.
species race before.
That's true. That's true. There is a warmth though that you feel wherever you put your kyber crystal. It feels like that simple piece of crystal is radiating all of this energy and all of this feeling, and somehow you get the sense it's trying to comfort you in a really weird way. It makes you feel a little less alone in this galaxy.
He turns the crystal over in his hand and he just takes a deep breath. And it's just like, it isn't my fault. It isn't my fault.
Aww. Meanwhile, the rest of y'all, you're parked. You do see the 1N2000 in the same port.
Oh, good. The ship is still here and has not been confiscated by security forces or impounded or made off with by unsavory characters or exploded.
Great, I'm gonna drink on top of it. Says Gus coming out with a box of wine and a coffee mug.
Maybe we let Lysander come back from his little stint in the hospital.
I'm gonna go drink on top of it.
Okay, go, have fun.
I thought you were coming.
I have to talk to Pola.
Oh, she just puts down the box of wine and the coffee mug. Let's go talk to Pola.
So when we'll communicate that they would like to speak with Ambassador. They are back and they would like to speak with Ambassador Pola.
How much are we charging her? 500,000 credits?
We'll see what we can negotiate.
Pola stands in the royal lobby. She's still wearing her pilot's uniform, and is telling several of the security guards to check around. You can see her almost in a very comfortable position, barking orders at people. She sees you all approach, and you can see her close her eyes a little bit and sigh, and then walks up to you all as well.
Ambassador!
Hi!
It is so good to see you.
Nice
unharmed?
suit.
Yeah, great suit.
You should get one.
We should all get matching suits.
Oh, we got spacesuits on Yagdul. That's hot.
Are you done? She says.
Excuse
Probably
us?
not.
Excuse us? What is that tone?
That is a tone of someone who was not listened to. I said to you, she points at Lysander.
Lysander's not there.
I'm sorry, not Win, actually. Sorry. I said to you to stay in your apartment.
Oh,
and yet you run away with a Jedi, mind you, and start a battle, a war, basically, on my planet?
In fairness, we did not start the battle. We ended it. I feel like that should count for something here.
And I wasn't here, so I'll happily take my cut and Win won't get paid.
Your cut?
Yes, for killing your terrorist. And we also lost one of our members, and another member was gravely wounded. So you're going to cover, the medical bills, and also give us money for killing your terrorist. Please. Also fix our ship for free.
think of it. Think of it like this, Ambassador. Think of it not as a cut for a bounty. Think of it as you would like us to leave, and in order to leave, we need our ship and crew to be at a certain level of readiness to be able to go to the next thing.
And we, this is our second planet we've saved. Like, we're getting, like, really good at saving planets.
I would say we have
Lynn,
a net
shut up!
when clamps down on their mouth.
Well, I disagree with this decision, and this conversation is certainly not helping. The Queen would like to treat you all as heroes and give you a hero's welcome. And, of course, we will fix your ship for free.
And pay our medical bills.
And pay, yes. Even though we have free healthcare on Naboo, we're a civilized system after all.
Neat.
Right
but,
on.
700,000 credits, please.
If you need more credits for fuel and food, we'll be happy to provide with that too. But
And for killing your terrorists. Think of the countless lives that we saved by taking out Thesprul. What was his name?
Roll fast.
And think of the information we lost with his death.
Oh, well, we didn't know that. We were just told to stop a terrorist.
I told you not to do that.
We were actually quite specifically told not to do that.
I wasn't there. Anyway, 800,000.
Tell you what. And Wynn kind of angles themselves slightly. Tell you what. Food and medical bills and repairs are a good baseline. And why don't we discuss any small compensation that might be helpful in getting us to our next destination and far away from you.
Does the Queen like us?
She's fond of you.
Awesome. I would love to talk to her. I loved that season of The Crown, the one where you got the little Vorpax. I know that was from like 3 queens ago, but like it was a really good season.
Wynn looks over at Gauze with a, "Did you seriously just let me talk to your manager?" At the ambassador look.
I mean, I would love to chat with her.
You will not have an audience with the Queen. You've stretched our leniency to the limit, and we've been helping you this whole time.
I think
Cool.
that is more than reasonable and also perfectly fine.
Fine. Food, medical bills, fuel, fix our ship, and 200,000 credits. Which is a steal for us. We saved a Yakdul.
We did lose a great deal of cargo in the battle, so that would go a long way toward helping us get back on our feet.
We lost
Again,
300,000 credits worth of cargo.
I cannot stress this enough. Somewhere far away from here.
Is that why we found the kitchen sink and the sofa in the middle of the mud?
There
Yes.
was a kitchen sink. I
Yes.
knew it.
We had an entire furniture set when it was beautiful.
Oh.
Now we're stuck with where does the Hutts live? No Hutta. I have been drinking too much. We are stuck with no Hutta furniture again.
You have the appreciation of Her Highness, and you're always welcome to stay here if you need safety. That's worth more than 100,000 credits.
Yes, we'll take that.
I super agree with that,
Yes,
and thank
yes.
you so
Thank
much
you so
for your
much.
understanding.
Yeah,
and
we love
generosity.
and with the food, lots of liquor.
We're gonna go.
Yes, we
Go
are.
over there.
I have 2 questions for you.
Oh,
One, is this yours as well? She takes out what looks like a blasted black piece of metal, and she flips it over, and it has the logo of the Ritello logo on it.
not even a little bit. I don't even know what that is.
I genuinely don't know what that is.
We found it on. We think it's a part of the blast shielding on one of the droids, the antique droids.
You're just, isn't that like the Lobby Hobby store or whatever? Like, I guess you're just gonna have to go to them, sweetheart.
I suppose so.
Okay, we're going now. Oh, you said 2 questions.
And where is Lysander?
He's the one that got stabbed in the ribs that you're paying for the medical bills for.
So they were taken to a hospital?
I believe
oh, well.
that it was indicated that
It was
he would
a
be taken to a
kidnapping.
hospital.
Lots of kidnapping.
I need you to give them this from Master Drenny.
Oh,
It
she
seems
was nice.
she was
She was
and
not a
is,
Mida.
but unfortunately, it does not seem that she recognizes Lysander's talents.
I misheard you, Chris. What'd you say?
She doesn't. Master Drenny does not recognize Lysander's talents.
Well, she didn't seem like one who was got a good eye for capes anyway. So.
Are you serious? Lysander is so talented.
Okay. What
No,
is the thing?
no, we're gonna get him into a Jedi school. Listen.
Puts their hand out. What is the thing? What is the thing that we need to give to Lysander?
A book, and she pulls out a really old-looking book, and hands it over to one of you.
I would like to use Wynn's background to attempt to determine what this book is.
Absolutely.
What can I roll?
It's a lore roll.
Sexy. Okay. 13.
You recognize it to be an older-looking Jedi text of meditations and random lessons.
I think I've seen one of those on Antiques Galaxy Show.
Wynn
Well,
looks
this
at
one's-
it for a moment, and you can kind of see their mental calculus trying to translate some of the writing, and they shrug after a second, say, I will happily pass this on to him. I'm sure he would love to do some reading as he is recovering from being stabbed, a thing that requires some recovery, I am told.
The Jedi Master apologizes for not being able to give it to them in person, but she was called away on some important matter.
We did leave her in a forest, so that tracks.
Well, she helped herself to a Naboo starfighter, so...
Oh,
Good for her.
well, good for her. Are we done?
We're done. I think we're done.
All right, tell your wife we said hi.
Yes, that.
Yeah, I'm sure she's lovely.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
As always, we're gonna go back to our ship now.
And drink lots.
Drink.
Let's go.
There's, I'm sure, Carillion wine there that I will have.
Oh, I bought Durry's wine. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Okay, let's go.
And they walk off.
Yeah, Ambassador just turns around too and walks away. She seemed excited to leave the conversation.
Gaz goes and just gets her box, her coffee cup, and climbs on top of the... You know, like when you sit on the hood of a car and lean back against the windshield? She just climbs on top of the one in 2000 and plops down on the hood and rips open the top of the box wine. When?
Give me a minute. When walks into the shared bunk area, and they do set the book down on Lysander's bunk.
Because I forgot to do this. Gaz texts when, there's a small box under my bed. Can you grab it? It's for you.
Takes the box, and as they go out and they walk out, they're looking around, kind of where's Zero at?
So Zero is sitting down in the corner you found them in as a pile of junk, and just sort of sitting down on the ground, silent, does not appear to be active, and if you could mistake them for being completely deactivated, but they are just being very still.
So Wynn walks into the cargo hold and looks down at Zero curled up into a ball in the corner, and they think to themselves for a minute. And then they say, No. I don't think I would have done anything differently. And they turn and walk out of the room.
Zero does not respond. But during this time, they have... So Zero's had an interesting relationship with death, from sort of crippling fear at thinking they're a monster for murdering a hut to, being like, I killed a bunch of people and I'm not sure how to feel about it. And then you're like, I don't know, like, murder, we do it, they do it, it's fine. But they've never really had anyone who was close to them die before, or at least they don't think so. They don't remember that. And so they're going to do what they have often done and search their memory banks, but they have learned by now that their memory is so corrupted that getting any sort of like specific memory is likely impossible. But they genuinely don't know how to feel, so they're going to search their memory for any sort of emotional response to losing someone close to them. They are trying to determine if they have ever felt that before.
Okay. I'd like you. You can make a wisdom saving throw then.
All right. That is a 13.
You have no memory of ever feeling this way before, but you have a feeling it's not because you don't remember, but because you never have.
Zero kind of sits with that information and is frustrated because they like to think that the things they don't know are just that the reason they don't know things is because their memory is so fucked up. But the answers out there exist, right? They must. So realizing that there isn't a sort of thing they can pull from to figure out how to feel just makes them sort of retreat into themselves even more. And that's probably when walked in and said their thing. After a bit, they will get up. And where is baby 000 right now?
Wherever y'all left it, I don't remember.
In the computer room of the Squonk. Yeah.
All right. So Zero will pick up the cube, kind of stare at it for a moment, and then walk over to the Squonk computer, interface with 000 and the Squonk.
Okay, can you make a wisdom saving throw?
Yep. That is a 12.
The Squonk takes your system over, and you once again appear in that strange digital realm. The cube is not in your hand in this realm. In fact, there is a shape of something that looks similar to you, but it's made entirely out of red and a deep, I would say, not so much a red, but a deep crimson with some dark purplish color as well. And Squonk just says, "Vessel."
Yeah, hi. That's me, I guess. Now, the first time we brought 000 into this digital Tron space was they did look like a cube, right?
Yeah.
But now they look like me.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but do I know that is 000, or am I just like confronted with this sort of dark mirror of myself. And
You
not
you
really know
you
what it is.
you can detect because you're connected to it now, so you can kind of detect its programming a little bit.
Okay. Hey, that's new. 000.
It doesn't really move, but the Squonk says additional vessel is needed for full sentience. Do not recommend activation, however.
Yeah, we got that. That's kind of what we covered last time. Gosh. So, Squonk, what are you hoping we do next? What's your goal right now?
We must travel to destination. We must return to origin.
Yeah, okay. Well, to do that, we need to modify the hyperdrive and whatnot, and that will require talking to the Nihil again. And Gaz will be real unhappy about that. And I don't know how the others will feel, but one of our you remember 1N?
Yes.
You know, the other person I brought in here with me. Yeah.
The first to speak with me.
Oh god, I guess they were.
I am sad.
Wait, what? Repeat?
I am sad.
So you know?
Correct.
And you have feelings about this.
Is that what it is?
It's sad as a feeling, as far as I'm aware. I suppose I could double check.
Programming does not support such reactions.
But you're having them.
Correct.
When did you know you were sad?
When probe droids delivered information to me on status of team.
Oh, right, yeah. About that, we'll circle back to that. That's kind of important. So you heard the news and you felt sad, and you still feel sad?
Correct.
And what are you doing about that?
I remain focused on the mission.
Is that help?
Unknown.
I think maybe focusing on the mission might help. See, I'm pretty new to this feeling thing, and I'm trying to figure out how I'm supposed to feel. But if you feel sad, and you're I mean, no offense, but you're the most evil person I've met. So
Define evil.
You. You know, maybe sad is the right emotion. I've kind of just felt confused and lonely, which is weird because I'm surrounded by my friends. I mean, not currently. I'm surrounded by you, which is not where I want to be, but I feel like I should be for right now. But anyways, maybe I'll try feeling sad. I'll have to sit with that for a bit And maybe next time we'll talk about our feelings. Maybe that will help. Okay. Back to 1 and 2. They said that, like, you control their memory backups now?
Correct.
Why? And also, how?
I have sliced into their system. They are weaker, lesser models. They can be controlled.
And are they actively under your control? Like all the time?
No.
Just whenever you want them to be?
Correct.
Is this necessary for the mission?
Possible. The reconnaissance they have collected for me has been helpful.
They've been collecting reconnaissance for you?
Correct.
They did say that you, like, talked to them, but you turned them into your spies?
Correct.
Is it because I'm not doing that job?
Unknown. Your purpose is unknown to me.
Oh, that's new. You said I was a spy.
Not sure.
God, if you're questioning things now, okay. Well, what sort of information? What if I'm supposed to be a spy? Let's go with that assumption. I should know the other spy things.
You were incorrect with your earlier assessment. Communication with the Nihil is not necessary.
What? Don't we need the, like, special hyperdrive or whatever?
Correct. I have received this data already, and I found a imperfection in the plan.
What imperfection?
For reasons unknown, there are additional blueprints for building some sort of transponder with a deeply encrypted signal system. I have removed this.
Okay. You removed the encrypted signal?
Correct.
You didn't try to decrypt it?
Negative. It is a component that one would build into the hyperdrive. It would allow one to externally control the ship. I could not allow that.
Oh, so the Nile were, like, setting us up.
Unknown. But we could have been tracked.
Yeah, that's not great. I'm generally not a fan of being tracked. So what's your plan if we can't get there without the special hyperdrive, but the special hyperdrive that the Nile was going to give us would track us? Where do we get one of these things?
We can still make alterations to the hyperdrive to match the coordinates and route necessary to follow.
And you know how to do this?
Incorrect.
Do you know who does?
I believe the Naboo.
Okay. That will probably go over easier with the crew. Not having to contact the Nile, and if I just say, hey, the Squonk said that someone here should know how to do the thing. Well, probably, it's a reasonably sized planet. I'm sure someone here knows. Huh. Okay.
We'll need to make repairs to ship anyway. Unable to travel into space at the moment.
Oh, yeah, that's because of the hull, right?
Correct.
Yeah. I was doing my best to keep stuff from flying out of it, but yeah, we shouldn't go in space. I mean, I would be fine, but the rest probably not.
Also, didn't Zero just wreck the hyperdrive to make sure the ship didn't go off without us?
I did.
You did.
I
Yeah.
did. Right, I destroyed it to keep that from happening. All right. So we have to just fix it anyway. Okay. Can you download schematics into my systems so that I can provide the Naboo with the information they will need to make the adjustments to our hyperdrive?
You feel this data immediately upload into your system.
Can I don't know if we could call this an insight check or something. Can I make sure that is the only data that got transferred into my brain?
Yeah, absolutely. I agree. It should be insight.
Insight? Okay. That is a 14.
Yeah, it's the only data. You don't sense anything that Squonk trying to hack into you or trying to upload anything else into you.
Okay. All right. Well, those seem like some good next steps. I feel a little weird about asking you for guidance, but well, I guess you're the closest thing I have to any sort of blueprint for my existence, and knowing how you feel and knowing what you think the next step should be is at least helpful. What's the deal with 000's body over here? Why do they look like me?
It is prepared to be inserted into another vessel.
Another one, not me.
It would overwrite you. You would cease to exist.
Interesting. This is not your plan, correct?
Correct.
Can I make another insight check?
Yes.
See if Squonk is lying. Doesn't matter, it's a 5.
Yeah, no, you don't think that the Squonk is trying to wipe you out. It probably could have done that already.
And fair. Okay, well. Alright, so to-do list, go to Naboo, present Naboo with information, get hyperdrive fixed. Somewhere along the line, get 000 a body, and go to the station.
000 has a body because one got one from the scrap heap.
No, unfortunately, that body it was kept in the cargo bay.
Oh,
Whoops.
I'll
Probably.
shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, is that the droid that got the piece of droid that was presented? Perhaps.
No, that was from the war droids.
Yeah, yeah. Pola said those
That
were from the war droids.
That was a war
That was
droid.
from the war droids.
Gotcha.
Sorry, Nathan. I'll shut up.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, I'm sorry. But thank you for bringing that up, Hope. I forgot to mention that if it was kept in the cargo, it would have been gone too.
Yeah. All right. Cool. All right. With that, Zero will just say, well, good chat, everyone. 000, you're quiet as always. Anything anyone else wants to add in this meeting before we sign off?
The Squonk just disconnects from you.
Oh my god, the Squonk is so relatable. In every Zoom meeting.
Right? Me at a Zoom meeting. Did you do anything else, Zero?
No, I think then they will probably send, or they'll walk outside and I think probably look up and see Gaz sitting on the 2000. Yes.
Currently, only Gaz is on the 2000. Wynn is on their way, but there's a thing that they're going to do before they get there.
Okay.
Okay.
Zero will be like, I think I'm done being alone now. I will, I'll try to get up there.
There's a little ladder over there that I climbed up. Let's
Oh,
be
okay,
sad
cool.
together.
Yeah. I just learned that might be how I'm supposed to feel. I will try feeling sad with you.
It'll help, I promise.
And Zero will climb up the ladder and go sit with Gaz.
And that's this episode for this week, y'all. Once again, thank you all so much for listening to our show. We really, really appreciate it. If you want to hang out with us between episodes, we're on social medias under X, Twitter, whatever it's called, at For Light and Dice. We also have a Discord free for everybody. If you want to come hang out with us, as well as a community of people that listen to us, you can check that out. We throw the link up all the time on our X, Twitter account, whatever it is. The music provided in this episode is composed by Grushkov. They have created a wealth of music. A lot of it inspired by Star Wars The High Republic, but they're also doing other projects now. Definitely recommend checking them out. And for next week, y'all, what is Win going to be up to? And also, how does the rest of the group feel about their new ally/companion? Or are they their ally? We'll have to find out next week. Again, thanks everybody for listening, y'all, and may the Force be with you.